Hi and welcome to the RGL CFMA training series. We're up to episode 20 and this time around we're looking at the pit entry and exit corner cutting on Road Atlanta full circuit, which will be used in round 6 of the 2013 season. So first up, this is a pretty obvious corner that the stewards will be watching, turn 3, very notorious for straight lining through there, so ensuring to stick with the corner cutting rules as stipulated on the forums. And this area here also notorious for a runoff going wide out of the turn that precedes it and being able to maintain high speed by going on the right hand side of this red line, so ensuring that drivers do not go across there. If they do, they could risk a penalty, so staying on track, keeping it narrow through there. And the next turn that will also be looked at is turn 9, which leads onto the back straight, so again making sure do not cut too straight across there. And moving on to the final few corners that will be looked at, the chicane section here, turns 10 and 11. So those are all the turns that will be monitored closely by stewards. Of course, if there are any other ones, we'll look at those too. So on the pit exit, very important that you are on the right hand side of this yellow dashed line. This is obviously a very fast section once you get down the hill and the approach to pit lane. So probably before you even reach the chicanes for turns 10 and 11, call that you're going to pit. Therefore any driver behind you will need to give you just that little bit of space to allow you to pull in a little bit tighter out of turn 11, so that you get a better entry into here. And you are not to touch any of the outside dash lines. We can be a bit lenient on the yellow lines on the right hand side, but once you get to this section where the car is here, you must not let any of your tyres hit the dirt. You want to stay directly on the pit lane here. That way we don't have anybody gaining an advantage by cutting half across the dirt, being able to maintain a higher speed for doing that, trying to control the pace that the cars go into the pit lane in order to make it fair. So practice your pit stops between now and Thursday night's round for those that are watching the video when it gets released. For pit exit, this is a little bit tricky. We do enter straight into the traffic, so what we are asking drivers to do is to stay as close to the right hand side as possible. If there are other cars coming up at the same time, you can jostle for position, but staying on your side of the track. Don't cut across anybody, but staying, you can fight for the position up until a certain point, which we'll show you in a moment, which is a dashed line, at which point if the car on the left hand side, the car that isn't exiting the pit, is pretty much to your side, so this second dash line just before you approach here, so if the person is on your left hand side is right next to you or ahead of you a little bit, you should give way to them and allow them to straight line through and avoid doing 2 car wide attempts through the next series of turns. So again, you can fight for position, try and defend it, but if they're up far enough on your left hand side when you exit the pit, give them the chance to take the straight line. That is all. Thank you very much. If you have any questions, check out our post on the forum and discuss those there, but hopefully those rules are rather clear, and we'll see you in the next episode. Thank you.